6, 7. Okay, here's the third video, example 3 for the 6-1 part 1. They've got a little word problem for you to kind of interpret. They want you to draw a label and then sketch it, or make a drawing and then label it with all the sides. And based on the example 3 in the book, they've got this window, a fire ladder that's 84 feet long, angled up at 55 degrees, and the ladder is 8 feet off the ground. They want to know if that can reach a window that's up here, 75 feet off the ground. Well, we need to find out what the vertical distance is up from the top of the ladder. So we can use our trig ratios to find out. This is the whole reason we use trig ratios, by the way, is to find the lengths of sides of right triangle. So we're going to need to find the lengths of this side. So here's the big thing students always get lost with. What is that side if I know this is 55 degrees? Well, this is my angle, this is my reference angle, this is my theta. X is going to be opposite. Okay, so I know the opposite side, and I know the length of the ladder is 84. You see how that's across, so that's the hypotenuse. Which trig ratio relates opposite and hypotenuse? That's going to be sine. That's one of the biggest problems that students face when they're figuring out these right triangle problems. So I know that the sine of 55 degrees has to be equal to the ratio of x over 84. And then we're going to make this a proportion. We're going to make that a fraction so we can solve. Cross multiply. I have 84 times the sine of 55. That's going to equal x. And the sine of 55, boys and girls, sine of a degree is always just a number that lives in our calculator. So let's go ahead and figure out how to do that. Let's do 84 times the sine of 55. And always you got to make sure your calculator, you can't see it on my screen, is in degrees for right now. Make sure you're always in degrees. Close the parentheses. Let's see what this says. It should say 68.8 feet. Oh no, x is 68.8 feet. It looks like it's not going to reach the window. But remember, we've got the ladder starts 8 feet off the ground. So that's going to be what? 76.8 feet. Yes, it says in the book that's a little bit higher than 75, so it is going to make it. Okay, the U-try they give you in the book is to be talking about the shadow sketched by the sun angling at 60 degrees to the ground. So pause number 1, try to draw your own sketch and label it. Okay, you should have found a drawing something like that. The 60 degrees with the ground means that's where the angle is. All right, pause number 2, see if you can write an equation and solve for x right there. All right, and you should have found about 11.55 feet. Okay, that's it for this video.